What's happening, beautiful people? Jabari here, and I am with the star of Monday Night Raw, Damian Priest. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, this year is a little bit different, not only for you, but for this entire event because it was canceled last year.
Yeah, well, it was canceled for the fans, which is, if anybody knows our business, that's what we're about. That live interaction. We need to feel their emotion. So it was definitely, it was a blow to both the fans and the performers, man, because it definitely wasn't of that moment that everybody looks for to WrestleMania. So, wow. 1 year later, finally, at least a little bit of normalcy, obviously we're not fully back yet, but we're on our way.
Right. So one of the things that are different this year, I know when I was younger, I remember waiting for WrestleMania. It was one night only. This year, it's 2 nights. Why is that?
Well, I mean, you figure the current situation that we got, we can't pack the stadium, right? So this just gives more opportunity for others to be able to enjoy the spectacle that is WrestleMania. As fans haven't had that opportunity to go out and see their favorites and enjoy themselves in an event. So let's give a chance to a few more to be able to make it. So that's why we did it 2 days. It gives more people a chance, to enjoy themselves and be a part of WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. And of course, like you said, it is completely different because of the restrictions that are in place this year. What are you guys doing? What is WWE doing to make sure that everybody stays safe this year at WrestleMania?
Well, number one, obviously with social distancing in place, screenings, that everybody's going to be in pods, which is kind of cool. So it's like your own little section to separate everybody, contactless or moneyless, cashless, like merch stands and whatnot, and then obviously people getting vaccinated is a big help, and which we definitely, recommend. And for those who are not sure, they could go to the Hillsborough County website for more info on that. But we highly recommend it so that hopefully next year's WrestleMania, we could be at 100% capacity, So, but we're on our way. We're on our way. But we definitely, the health is number one priority for not just the fans, but also the employees of the stadium. Plus, we have our production team, aside from the performers. So health is definitely a big thing. We all want to be safe. So we want to make sure that our fans can enjoy this with ease, on their mind, like they don't have to worry about that side of things. So we're trying to do everything the right way to make sure that everybody feels comfortable, safe, secure, and everything. So I think there's going to be no issues. I think everybody's going to enjoy themselves. And, it was good that the Super Bowl happened first because we got to learn a little bit for how they handled it and how they went about it. And there was no outbreak reports and everything. So that was also positive. And then now we could take those and implement even more measures to make it even better. As you go, you learn. And I think that we're in a good spot right now.
Awesome. And you guys have been performing without an audience for at least more than a year. What has that been like?
Odd, man. Like I said, so when we perform, our energy levels are, we get that from our audience, so if there's a moment, I know that moment worked because of their reaction. I know that if I need sympathy, I could see it in their eyes. I could feel it when they're reaching out towards me, so without them, which is just so weird. I'm guessing, I'm like, I think that was a good moment. I think this was a good time to change gears. I think this was a good time to just fire up, but I don't know if it was the right time. I don't know if they're really feeling it, so we're kind of guessing, as to what we think. I think I wouldn't say that we're okay with it, but we've gotten used to it, by now, when we kind of figured out what works, obviously, I'm working with a bunch of professionals here, so it makes it a little easier for me, but it's still not the same. So I am head over heels over this with, that the fans are going to be in attendance, and it's my first WrestleMania, so it's perfect timing, so.
Your first WrestleMania.
Wild, man. I've been to WrestleMania as a fan, but now to be on this side of the barricade.
How unreal. Can you imagine? I mean, there's not going to be thousands of people this time, but still, in such a vast place, and you know the Titantron is all set up. It's special. Everything is different. It's like it's like Super Bowl of wrestling is how I explain it to people.
It's exactly what it is. You know, it's our big one. This is we have other big events, but they all lead to this one. You know, this is our reset. This is the season finale, Super Bowl, World Series, you know, finals, everything. This is all in one, you know, and then it's like a celebration of our business, you know, as well. And there's going to be legends, and man, I could go on and on. It's funny, like everybody asks, like, you know, how psyched are you for the, you know, like how do you prepare? And man, and to me, it's all about, yeah, I just got to focus on not, you know, losing myself and calming my nerves and, you know, keeping a level head, because, you know, it'll consume you and then I'll just be a disaster. So for me, it's just making sure that I stay focused and not lose myself as far as like get overcome by my nerves and everything. Because yeah, it's crazy. I'm super excited about it.
Oh man, and you're gonna be there Saturday. Your opponent, multi-platinum winner, Bad Bunny. What's that about?
My partner. He's my tag team partner.
He's going to be your tag team partner.
Yeah, that's my boy.
What is that like?
Man, he's somebody that I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. I'll tell you that much. You know, because he's put in the work. I think, you know, when we have, you know, celebrities from another world coming to ours, you know, it's usually because they got to promote something. So we do cross promoting, and you know, they might not be a fan. They come in, they do their job, and they leave. And you know, it is what it is. It's another day of work. For him, it wasn't that. You know, he was a fan since he was a kid. I mean, a diehard, hardcore fan. So this was like, you could say his dream, you know, obviously to be a performing artist like he is, yes, but his other one was to be a part of WWE, you know, and he's very adamant about that. And he's come in with ears open, you know, eyes wide, you know, like where he's trying to learn. And his biggest thing was the respect issue. Like he didn't want to disrespect anybody, and he wanted to earn everybody's respect at the same time. And I told him right off the get-go, I was like, you're already starting off right. You know, when you're asking these type of questions and this is your focus, you're gonna do well. And then he's put in work. I mean, he's been training with me every single week for a few months now. He's gonna, like I said, he's gonna be prepared, and like he's taking this seriously. So, and like we became really close friends because of that, you know, that bond with being in the ring together. And then we also have a lot in common. We're from the same neighborhood in Puerto Rico. You know, I have a family member that was his brother's school teacher in middle school. There's a lot of things that we have in common that we got to bond over that had nothing to do with, let's say, our industries, which is kind of cool, you know. So I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to have a blast. I think everybody watching is going to have a blast. Because that's what we're looking forward to do, is to create a moment that people can talk about the next day and the next week and so forth. You know, it's those moments that last forever. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna. At least that's our intent.
Awesome, man. Well, good luck on your match. I went to the WrestleMania in New Orleans. Oh my goodness, it's the most. It's like a showbiz powerhouse. It's not just wrestling. It's the lights, it's the fireworks, it's the music, it's the energy. There's so much in there. And I went when the Superdome was sold out. It was packed out. So can you imagine that many people screaming all at once? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
And you don't hear the commentators in person, which is kind of odd at first, but you kind of get used to it.
Yeah. You know, it's different, but you know, it's a different. Like it's like watching a different show when you're there live. You know, I always
absolutely.
And it's, you don't even need to be a fan. You know, like it's just so many things happening. It's just so much entertainment that there's something for everybody. You know, and that's the best part. There's really is something for everybody. And that's the goal, is to entertain everybody that has their eyes on us.
Awesome. Well, Damian, thank you so much. I'm going to be there Saturday. I'm going to be rooting for you.
I appreciate it. Looking forward to it.